and this blissful tranquility. Chúng sanh vô biên tây nguyện độ, phiền não vô tận tây nguyện đoạn, pháp môn vô thượng tây nguyện mong, nhờ phần đạo vô thượng tây nguyện tâm. However invisible these are, I vow to set them all. However inexhaustible passions are, I vow to extinguish them. However immeasurable the dharmas are, I vow to master them. However incompetent to the Buddha truth is, I vow to attain it.
Please come in. We have some more space, please.
Hả? Mày đã mấy âm
We were reading a book. You got out when you heard somebody say, "Please come here if you got more fish." Wait. Let's go, y'all.
which explain in detail about why we have this tradition, the Tet or the New Year celebrations. Basically, like in the West, we have Christmas holiday and we have New Year Eve. In our Vietnamese traditions, we have our New Year Eve too, but it's according to our lunar calendar. So actually, the first day of the first month we call that is our New Year, but it's past already. The reason why we have to do our celebration on the weekend because it's convenient for people to come. Oh, welcome back. So can you hear my voice? Okay. So according to our traditions, every year we celebrate this kind of celebration. Before we have what you call in Vietnamese we say đưa ông Táo về trời. Ông Táo is in the kitchen. There is a story of this. I don't know what they use. Khi mấy đứa nhỏ xuống, mấy đứa nhỏ thì kể chuyện mấy đứa nhỏ cho nên I have to tell the story for the children to know. So basically, before the New Year Eve, we have the tradition that we send what you call the kitchen god to the heaven. Now here I want to mention again that in Buddhism we recognize that there are some gods, there are many gods, but not one god. I used to mention about this. Yes, of course, in the Christian traditions, you believe in Christ. That's one supreme God. But for us, we recognize that there's some gods. We respect the God too. That is why in our celebration sometimes we comment, please. Sorry. So on the 23rd of the December, according to the lunar calendar, we send what we call the kitchen god to the heaven. And this story is so wonderful that we use that particular day. There was the story that a lady, she has husband, of course. But somehow because they could not live together, so they have to file divorce. I hope that is not your case, right? So after she divorced to her former husband, she get married with another gentleman. Of course, the second husband was rich and wealthy. So one day, the former husband, because he too poor, that he has to go out to beg for food, and somehow, eventually, he came to the house. He came to her house, I mean her new house. So by recognizing her former husband, she so delighted that she gave him a lot of things. And later on, her second husband came back from work. He thought that she may have some kind of relationship with her former husband, so that made him to have some kind of jealousy, right? So, but this lady, she tried her best to explain from her second husband that no, I just try to have my former husband only. But the second husband didn't recognize us. So what happened? So basically she committed suicide to prove that she's pure. And the former husband, seeing his former wives die that way, he committed suicide too. And the second husband, he saw that both of them have died already, and so there's no there's no values and there's no use for him to live anymore because he loved his wife too much. So he burned himself too. So that means based upon this kind of legends, we respect the relationship between the husband and the wife, and we respect. We used to tell this story to the children to recognize us. We really respect the pure relationship between the husband and wife. The reason why on the 23rd of December, according to the Chinese lunar calendar, we celebrate what you call we send the kitchen god. That's according to the story I just told you. Actually, somehow we respect these three people who commit suicide because of their pure intention. They want to prove that they are pure. So we respect this kind of action, and the reason why we have the tradition that sending the kitchen god to the heaven. That's one story. Another thing is that on our New Year Eve, that's mean on the 30 or 31st of December. That's been that day. Remember, I don't know. In this country, we wait for our New Year Eve, right? We may have firecrackers, and in our tradition, we have firecrackers too. So on that night, around 10 or 11, every members and families have to stay inside the house. And boom, 12 o'clock, everyone starts to do the firecrackers. Why? Because in our tradition, we think that using the firecrackers, we can chase away the ghost for the New Year's. And what happened? Before that day, before the first day of the New Year, we have to clean up the house. And actually, if you can hear, last couple of days, we still have something here to clean up, but my student, they cleaned up recently. So basically, we have to clean up the house before celebration our New Year. And on the first day of our New Year, all of us, regardless the age, the parents, the grandparents, the children, the grandchildren, we wear the new clothes. We don't want to wear the old clothes because at that particular day is the special day for us, regardless of the conditions. I mean that yes, in Vietnam or even in this country, some of us follow Buddhism, some of us follow Christianity, some of us follow Lutheran, Baptist, and so on. But you can say that at least 95% of us celebrate our New Year. And because that is our main traditions. And so on that particular day, all the family members come back to the house. We have family reunion. And now we have family reunion here. So on that particular day, yes, every members wear the new clothes. And remember, we may wear only 3 days. And later on we wear the new old one. I remember that when they were young, I really want to wear the new clothes on that. I mean, on the first, second, and third days. So the children, they were waiting for wearing the new clothes. And what happened? If you came here this morning, you see the children, they asked for the see, that's in red envelope. So on that particular day, the grandparents, the parents, the husband and the wife, will give out the that's in red envelope to the children. And for the children, yes, they wish the grandparents, the parents to have long life, and also they promise that they have to behave well. Right? Remember? Okay. So that's our tradition. And on that particular day, we have we may invite some special guests. And actually, each of us will make arrangement before that particular day. Because why? This, you can say this is the tradition. It's not business, but it's traditions. So before the New Year day, we make arrangement with someone who will like the most. The one who may have the status in the society, the one who may be wealthy, the one who may have more virtuous. Actually, the best person that we wish to come to our house on that particular day. We call some nut means entering the boundary of the house. And according to our tradition, we believe that the first person who walked into our house might bring the blessing, the marriage, and the wealthy for us for the rest of the year. So the reason why we have to be careful to select out who we want to invite. So that's our tradition, and of course we don't want to invite someone that may have some kind of conflict with us, because that may bring the conflict for the whole year. We don't want to have that. So the reason why we make that arrangement beforehand. And on that particular day, yes, we have family reunion, especially that is a time for us to eat. Because in Vietnam we have what we call agricultural traditions. So in the past, the farmers went out to do the farming, and we harvest before the New Year. So the New Year is the day that we celebrate our harvest for that particular season too. So during our Vietnamese New Year's, that's especially the first day it is coming. Yeah. So we serve ourselves the best food that we have. Any kind of food, of course, meat and non-meat too. But in this temple, we just serve people vegetarian meal because we respect the rights of the animals. So basically, you can remember before you leave here that on that particular day, we wear the new clothes, we eat the best food, and we say the best wish to others. And this taboo, that means we cannot say some words that we used to say to others in the negative way. So on that particular day, not only on that day, but on 2 to 3 days, the first, second, and the third, we try to avoid saying some negative words to others, so that we can have some kind of good relationship with our members, with our family members, and with our friends too. And so the second day, yes, everyone can come. And so that is why now we invite all of you to come here, because now is not the first day of the so it's past already. Okay? So don't worry. But on that particular 3 days, the first, second, and third day, we have to be careful about how we say, how we treat other people. Because of our belief that if we say some negative word of each other, we may get the bad result, the bad retribution for the rest of the year. For the third day, yes, we visit our parents to give our gifts, to congratulation for the New Year. Now, in our traditions, every one of us, regardless the age, the New Year is the terms that indicate we are getting older one more year. And what we call that is the special birthday for everyone. So happy birthday for everyone. Us, okay. So that means the children